Hi, I'm Nick Moore. I'm 22, I'm a he/they, and I'm living in outer London in a place called Ruislip Hillingdon. Oh, really? Wow. I'll tell you what there is to know about me. There's an all-pervading, all-encompassing hatred. A hatred of people like you. People who think of even laying the littlest finger on children. It keeps me up at night. It wakes me up at night. It comes with me on the bus. It whispers in my ear. They're not going to get away with it. I get in early. I clean the bindings. I make sure all the electrodes are in the right places so we won't waste time. I admit, sometimes I use excessive force. Sometimes I use excessive force on an entirely innocent individual. But I'll tell you what. Once that individual leaves here, they're not even going to think of raising their fucking voice to a child, lest I hear them and I drag them back in here for another round of excessive fucking force. Now, does this seem morally wrong for a police officer to do? Well, of course it does. But I'll tell you what, I don't care. Because when I'm old, you know what's going to happen? Little kids are going to come up to me. They're going to follow me. They're going to know what I stood for. They're going to know my name. They're going to offer me sweets, and I'm going to take them, and I'm going to say, thank you. Have a safe journey home. And I'm going to be happy. You know why? Because I'll know if I wasn't here, they wouldn't be there. Because I'm a good police officer. And I'm not necessarily good in, solving stuff. Because I'm not. But I stand for something. I stand for something. I stand on the right side. The side of the child. The opposite side to you. And so, naturally, when I hear a child be murdered in a way like this, little Jesus thing, you know what? I would torture the fucker to death for even writing it, let alone acting it out. So, I want to join NYT because, for starters, I've done a lot of the courses over the last few years of my adult life, and I've really enjoyed them and found them really useful, all the way from GCSE to, university. And I've loved them, love them, love them, love them. And I think also NYT is very good for helping me take my next steps in the acting scene, because that's sort of the scene I want to go into for work in the future. As for another thing, I think it will also kind of get me back in the saddle and help me hone my craft with new working practices and just kind of refreshing the old ones that I might not entirely remember. On the side, I'm quite passionate about improv and creative writing, usually merging the two with LARPing, role play, and Dungeons and Dragons, which is a role playing game. And I also just love, writing creatively, just writing short stories, writing history, writing all sorts of fantasy kind of fiction stuff. And as for a fun fact, my favorite color is actually, it's not green, it's actually pink.